You gonna back Dan Campbell's decision to go for it on 4th down and all that stuff. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk. Please thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, I mean, I like it. You know, I like it. You got to back up your coach, and you want to give him all the, you want to give him the praise. You want to give him, you know, the credit and all that type of stuff, man. And that's what you're supposed to do. It's a tight-knit group. You start seeing like organizations start leaking stuff out about people, you know. That's how, you know, and typically when you lose, you hear all about the bad. When you winning, you know nobody got a gripe. When the Lakers was doing their thing and they was winning 3-peating and all that shit, ain't nobody say nothing. The minute they lost to the Pistons, then, you know, all the shit became leaky. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has something to say. So, you know, it's good to see the Pistons lost, and ain't nobody, you know, go to a reporter anonymously and point the finger. But the problem with that is that the Lions don't really, well, at least the organization got a beef with the local media. You know, because they called it how they see it when the Lions was losing. And like I said before, you know, that's like what we say, you know, out here in these YouTube streets or in the neighborhood or the hood, wherever you're from. Like these kids said today, when you give some constructive criticism, you tell the truth, it's called hate. And the Lions organization, through all the losing, they felt like the media was hating on them and stopping taking money out their pocket by telling the truth about a bad product. You know, your reputation on the line. If I tell you and sell you Wolf tickets every year, and you go down there, where's my credibility? Where's my credibility as a media member? I don't have any credibility. My credibility is going out the window. So you already got to remember that with the media. You always got to remember their credibility is on the line. So the organization, instead of self-reflecting, like most people should self-reflect and say, you know what, we could have did this better, or we could have did that better. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing that, they wanted to sit there and get mad at people that didn't like the product. But back to the thing, I mean, you love to see one of your team captains have your coach back. They didn't execute the play. The play was stupid. Going back to the Dallas game, it was just stupid all the way around. You gotta know, and one thing I like about him, he's, you know, early in the season, when they played Seattle, people probably forgot this. He chose to kick the field goal instead of going for it. You know, and I guess he sat there and had some self-reflection and said, you know what? I'm going to go balls to the wall. I'm going to be this aggressive guy. I'm going to be who I am. And I can respect that. I can respect him when the chips on the table, a couple chips on the table, when he going all the way in, that he's the same coach. And I wouldn't want him to change. But in my opinion, when you playing with that type of lead and you can extend the lead by 3 possessions, you kick the field goal. Now, the second, 4th down, I ain't get mad because, you know, the momentum not going your way, and that's probably Michael Badgley probably gonna miss that kick. See, what people not talking about the kick is that how he probably didn't have no faith in Badgley. You know what I'm saying? You see Moody miss a kick, you probably don't have no faith in Badgley. That's probably what it is. You probably don't have any faith in Badgley. That's what I think it is. But you can't give up on the young kicker too soon. The Chargers gave up on Young Wei Koo. What's his name? Young Ho Koo, whatever. They gave up on him, and look at him. He's a stud in Atlanta. So, even though you would like to see them upgrade to a thorough kicker, which those are few far in between in the league, a really great kicker, hey, just keep developing Michael Badgley and see what you get from him. And if you can keep Patterson on the practice squad, keep developing him and see who becomes the better kicker. See, nobody talking about, and people say, well, do the Lions have a kicker? Nobody talking about how they just fired Patterson out the blue and brought Badgley from the practice squad. I don't think they had a lot of faith in the kicker. Now, that first 4th and 2, I felt like he should have kicked it and trust Badgley. But we're not talking about what if Badgley would have missed the kick anyway. Then people say, oh, bro, Dan Campbell should have went for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think people weren't talking from the standpoint, maybe he didn't trust Badgley, especially that second kick, to make that second kick. If that made any sense. So you love to see y'all people have their back and nobody pointing the finger anonymously through papers and, oh, this is his fault. They got a tight-knit group. And when you got a real one as a coach, a real general, a real field leader, a guy that's been in the trenches, you're gonna have a tight locker room. It ain't gonna be no treason in that foxhole. And that's what you want. Ain't no bitterness. Leave the bitterness for the bitter baby mamas and for the bitter women out here. Because a game, you know, you can say, well, it came down to one play. Any game, it never comes down to one play. You got so many plays you got to make and change the outcome of the game. It never comes down to just one play. Even if it comes down to one play, you had many plays before that play to make something happen. You had many plays before that play to make something happen. So it never simply comes down to one play. That's really never the case. It never just comes down to one play. So don't forget that. It never just boils down to one play. You got multiple plays to be made in that game. Multiple balls was dropped. Pause. A fumble. It's a lot of things that didn't go that way. And as a team that win a championship, you just don't go to worst to first. It don't work that way. Houston, Detroit, it don't work that way. The bad boy Pistons had to face every adversity to get what they got to, even when they felt like they was a finished product. Isaiah threw the ball away to Bird. They lost that series. The next year, Isaiah turned his ankle and they called a phantom foul on Bill Laimbeer. And John Sally said, we walk in the locker room and they pushing the champagne out our locker room. Then they finally won it. It's a process. Patrick Mahomes had to lose to Brady his first year as a starter in the AFC Championship game. It's a process. Russell Wilson's rookie year, it looked like they should have beat Atlanta and made their way to the Super Bowl. Their rookie year, they lost. They went back and made 2 straight Super Bowls. Being a champion and being successful is a process. And everybody's process is different, individually, team-wise, sports-wise, business-wise, whatever you compete in. Everybody's process is different. Everybody's process is different, bro. Never forget it. Everybody's process is different. So, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.